on consolidation of the radio industry. It created a great deal of consolidation in the radio industry. It's a concentrated industry. It allowed big companies to buy more and more radios in bigger and bigger markets. What was the telegraph? Why was the telegraph useless as a means of communicating between ships at sea? Who knows the answer? Shauna?
You need a wire.
You can't string wires across the ocean, right? The Federal Radio Commission became the Federal Communications Commission as a result of what federal act passed in what year? It was 1934. I think it was the Federal Radio Act. I'm not 100% sure about that, but it was definitely 1934. When was the golden age of radio? 20s and 30s. Okay. Why did the public find it easy to believe that the War of the Worlds in 1938, which we played in class, was a real Martian invasion?
Because they would tune in, and right after the big warning. Not the warning, but the disclaimer.
Okay, but it was done in the format it made it seem like it was a regular radio news broadcast that was interrupting a concert. That's why it was a satire of a parody of a regular radio broadcast. Why was most radio listening done at home before the invention of the transistor radio?
They were big and bulky.
Big and bulky and fragile. You had tubes. Transistors took the place of the tubes in the radio. You couldn't put one of those big radios in a car. I guess they did have some car radios with tubes, but anyway. When the transistor came along, it miniaturized the radio. Why does radio continue to get billions of dollars of advertising revenue? Answer: 92% of American teens and adults listen to the radio each week. So what? Music and news and other things. They're listening to the radio. Television and cable, the power of visual culture. Who was Philo T. Farnsworth, and what is he credited with doing? He sent the first television images electronically. He was an Idaho farmhand or an Idaho farmer, and he was a Mormon, I believe. How did the quiz show scandals of the 50s affect the public's trust in TV? Yeah, it made us question. Before the quiz shows, people were less skeptical of the images and the audio on television. After the scandal, people had to be more skeptical because it was shown that they were rigged. How has cable affected the major broadcast networks? ABC, NBC, CBS were the three. Okay, it's definitely decreased the audience of the big three broadcasters. What is a situation comedy, sitcom, and when is the complication in the narrative resolved? Aaron? What is a sitcom?
What is a sitcom?
Yeah, a situation comedy.
TV show?
It's a TV show with a recurring cast. And when is the situation resolved? By the end of each episode. It's not like a serial show where you have, like a soap opera, where you have the drama is continued from episode to episode. You have a complication and it's resolved. What led to the success of cable?
There was
Yes.
a specific niche for each individual person.
Exactly. The niches were you could find an audience and then you could get advertising. Plus, in cable you have both subscription and advertising, whereas broadcast there's no subscription, just advertising. Know the definition of time shifting. What is time shifting? Vanessa? Time shifting. Robert?
Like recording, watching things like that.
Yes. Not watching things when they're aired, but watching them either with Netflix or something else at another time. Be able to define third screen computer screens and fourth screen smartphones, tablets, mobile devices. Why were the early TV dramas made in New York?
It's all the office in New York.
Right, New York theater directors, actors, set builders, etc. And the Telecommunication Act of '96 was intended